All right, it's time for breakfast for a lot of people, although it's more like lunch for us on the early shift. But who is hungry?
We're all
Always,
hungry,
yes.
always. Carly Ritter and Chef Matt Chatfield are in the kitchen this morning with the first edition of Cooking with Carly in 2026. Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning, guys. And we busted out the rubber gloves because we got some hands-on work we're going to be doing. Matt and I were chatting, and we were trying to figure out something to do for recipes. And you said, you know, sourdough's all the craze. You wanted to play off of that, but obviously, given the constraints of a 3-minute segment, we're doing something that you can actually do in one day instead of 3 days, like sourdough.
And, you know, we use different breads for different recipes, and French bread is a great classic recipe.
Okay.
And it's not super involved. It's 4 ingredients: flour, water, yeast, and salt.
That's it.
So simplicity. So I've given you a little bowl.
Okay.
We've got some bread flour in there, unbleached, if you can get it.
Okay.
There's some instant yeast, okay? Instant yeast doesn't need to be bloomed.
Oh.
You just put it in there, and then salt.
Okay.
We're gonna add in the water, room temperature water, doesn't need to be warm.
Okay.
And she's gonna stir that up, and I'm gonna show you how we've let the dough proof after we've mixed it, okay? So
And
it
what
looks
does that
like
mean
this.
for someone who's
So
new to the bread world?
that means that the yeast develops gases or air bubbles
Oh, you
inside
can
the
see
dough,
them.
so really bubbly,
Okay.
And as a result, and I let it set in a container overnight. Looks a little bit better in the bowl when we're working with it.
Okay.
But from there, we let it rise for 3 or 4 hours. It goes in the refrigerator overnight.
I'm gonna do this
okay?
now.
And
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. You don't need to knead the dough anymore.
Okay.
You can simply just mix it together, and you can even retire that spatula.
Okay.
So now, just kind of mix it with your hands. You can squish it together if you want.
Okay.
We're just getting rid of the dry pockets.
Oh, okay.
Right? Then that
There's a lot of dry
you let that,
pockets
yeah,
still.
yeah, and that's
I'm working
okay.
on it. Okay.
And you might be intimidated, like, I don't know if I did this right. Just keep going. It takes about a minute or two.
Okay.
And it comes together.
Okay.
So I let this rise in the container, and then this goes in the refrigerator overnight.
Okay.
So the hydration is what develops the gluten. And also fermentation overnight
Okay.
gives you a flavor, not like sourdough, but big flavor.
So can you do it in one day, or do you recommend it sitting overnight?
Oh, overnight's best, yes.
Okay,
Because
overnight's
that's what
best.
develops that gluten.
So if
And-
someone's making it today, they'd be best to suited
yes,
to use it
yeah,
for tomorrow.
or at least 8 hours in the refrigerator.
Okay.
And what that does is that develops the gluten and the fermentation, which is flavor.
Okay.
Without a sourness. Now we're gonna make a boule, okay?
Whoa.
So we've got the dough out here, and we're simply going to fold each side in to itself,
Okay.
okay? Just like this.
Did I do
And
this
then-
okay, by the way?
Yes,
Okay.
perfect.
Okay.
Okay, and then we just keep going.
That's all it
If you've
took.
got a little bit of flour on there, you can scoot that aside. You can also, if it doesn't want to grab the counter, if you've got a little bit excess flour there, you can simply tuck like this.
Okay.
Or you can grab it and gently tuck it like this.
Oh.
And don't go more than like 8 or 10 of these tucks, because it'll start to crack the dough or stretch it.
Okay.
From there, we simply go onto the sheet pan, a little dust of flour, and then
Okay.
we cover that with a dry sack towel, and we let that rise for about 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
This is what we do tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Matt, oh, I hate this. We're out of time.
is.
Really
Feel
quick.
that
So
one's-
tomorrow, this is what it will look like.
That's when
Wow.
after it's risen, it's ready to go in
Okay.
the oven.
And then here's the finished product, guys.
Yes. Proofing baskets.
Love
Can
it.
do different styles, different temperatures. Very versatile.
Matt, thank you so much. I hate that we're out of time. Abby, Pat, we have bread. Who doesn't
Okay.
love bread? So we'll have more coming up next half hour in this show. A dessert to get you
Oh,
going
all
for your
right.
February.
It looks beautiful.
Things
Thanks,
are
guys.
looking up.
My pleasure.
They are, yes. Carly, or Kathy.